Hello, welcome to my channel. As you know, if you saw my last video, I'm painting local scenes of where I live here in Southwest Florida. And today is a view of Sarasota in the very distance with white pelicans in the foreground. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up, and here we go. I made my sketch on tracing paper as I usually do, and then I can use the elements separately. I transferred the sketch to my 9x12 board, but then decided that I needed to put Sarasota further in the distance, so I raised the horizon line. I'm using ultramarine blue and titanium white to add a little more depth to the sky. I had prepared the canvas with ultramarine and titanium in acrylic, which gives me a nice hard surface to work on. And I'll look at my sketch to see where I put everything. I'm going to try and keep my horizon line. I think that's good. It's important to have a straight horizon line. Water is level, and if you don't make it so, it will look strange. No doubt about it. I want a really nice blue sky there because it's almost always sunny here. All right. I think I might have gone off level. We'll see. I'll replace Sarasota with a couple of towers. There, we'll call that Sarasota. And I'm going to put in some sap green scrub here, or I'm using the same brush. And on this side too. It's just like scrubby palmetto, and I don't think there are actually any palm trees sticking up, but I like a good palm tree, so I'm going to put one in my, or two in my picture. I'm going to suggest them coming up here. I'm just using the green on my brush. Okay, 5 palm trees. It's nice to do things in odd numbers. Going to use some raw sienna. I'm using water mixable oils, I should have said. And I'm just getting paint on the canvas. That's what I'm doing. They're standing on a sandbank. blue enough. And did I say these are white Pelicans? I think I did say. This video took me over an hour, so I've cut out all the boring bits and hopefully just left the bits you'll be interested in. I'm going to put in my birds in a sort of light grey to start off with, and then I'll add my highlights. As I go along, and that's mostly covered now. While the paint is still tacky, I'm going to take a little of Sarasota away because I feel it's a little too definite. I want to make it sort of a misty something in the distance. I'm also going to add, if I can, a slightly harder line. Just sort of brushing the paint on my brush. Not adding any extra, and that still seems a little. Okay, that's good enough for Sarasota. I'm using sap green with a little ultramarine in just to put in, I don't want anything too definite, sort of palm tree shapes. Just sort of dabbing it in. I'm going to put a little more oomph in the scrub. And stand back and see what I'm going to work on next. Okay, so I'm going to add more sand here. Here. Along here. Go over the birdie feet, we'll do those in. We'll do those in too. This is one sandbar that they're standing on, but it It has water flowing over it. I'm using ultramarine blue and raw sienna, and I'm putting in a few darks in the scrub areas. Okay. I hope you can see this. I'm using a shorter brush, but I want to put my white Pelicans in before I lose them completely. Okay. I'm going to put a beak in. These are a bit bright. But we'll adjust that. Wipe my brush off. Whoops, picked up too much paint. Never mind. I like to get my colours right across my canvas, and I find it sort of pulls my painting together. That's my dog snoring, Tommy. Going to sort of dab a little up here too. It's coming along. I'm working a little bit on Pelicans. I feel that one's a bit big. I feel it should come out to about there. That's a better size. this blue. That's better. His belly might be a bit big too. Yes, I like that better as well. Yeah, I think that's a better shape. Well, I think that's wrong. I think that's better. So their little legs would be there, and you might see a reflection here. Put that in a little, definitely. And pull it down. Put some more blue in the water. I've got a little phthalo blue in here now, just to liven the water up a little bit. I love the phthalo colours for making something really pop. So the little legs are here. And I think I need a little more water here. Don't see his legs at all. And you see these birds, there's dozens of them at a time, but honestly, I don't have the patience to sketch that many. The neighborhood dogs are barking now. So I'm going to make it darker under here. They've got that sort of little crest on the top, haven't they? I don't know. Well, we'll see how it goes. And then I'm going to just sort of make a suggestion of reflection. I haven't got enough white on my palette. I have to put more white on my palette. I'm going to And I'm going to take a dry brush whoops, dropped my brushes on the floor, and drag that down a little bit. I think I'm getting closer. Going to pale up this water out here. Once you've got paint on the canvas, it's a case of just picking away at it until you get it how you want it. As the water gets closer to you, it gets shallower. Excuse me. It's shallower and it's greener the closer it gets. I'm going to put a little teeny bit of yellow in there. Some white. Okay, I think I have to work on the detail a little bit more, and you might not see that because I might get my hand in the way. The beak is, the top of the beak is quite narrow. Then on the pelican, it's got this wideness to it. I know that looks like nothing. I'm going to work on the trees and the scrub brush next because I have to leave the pelicans to sit for a while and see how I feel about them. I'm going to use this old bristle brush and I'm going to dot on some lights. Gosh, that's a bit dotty, isn't it? That's a bit too dotty. got some phthalo green here. Let's go over that. I'm putting in a little white mixed with the yellow. I'm going to put in more darks too. This is Naples yellow that I'm putting on here, and I find it's a good natural light on sand, on tree barks. Without doing anything to it, don't have to mix anything with it. I'll put a little down here too. Well, I'm not totally thrilled with this. I think I have to work at Pelicans. I might have to come back and outline those Pelicans a little bit, but I'm going to leave it for an hour or so, and then I'm going to keep watching it and see what I need to do next, because I can't see it right now and I know there's stuff to do. I'm going to try outlining a little more carefully. That's my cat now. Okay, I have to feed my cat. I think that looks a little bit better, but I still feel the water around them could be better as well. So I'm going to work on the water next. I used more phthalo blue and phthalo green to punch up the water and give it that tropical look, which is a sort of lovely turquoise colour. I'm trying to make it look shallow but tropical. I think it's beginning to look a little more watery. I'm going to put some sort of suggestion of green in the water here, just to sort of a hint at a reflection. Maybe a little yellow as well. It's not a real reflection, it's just a hint of a reflection in the water. I'm going to pull that down a little bit. Okay, well, I don't feel that's the best painting I've done, but I feel that's the best I can do today. And I think that it's not horrible. It's Pelicans looking towards Sarasota in the distance. That's what I'm thinking of it as. And I have to practice my Pelicans, obviously. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more of my videos. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.